Okay guys, so today I'm going to be cleaning my bike chain. It is pretty dirty, and as long as you have the right stuff to clean it, it should be a breeze. I have the cleanup chain cleaner, which I found on Amazon. I want to say it was like around 9 or 10 bucks, somewhere like that. It's not too expensive. And FYI, I could not find this at Pep Boys, Walmart, AutoZone, anywhere like that. I literally had to go on Amazon and get it because I couldn't find it anywhere. And I also have my chain lube. I don't really think it matters what brand that you have as long as it works. And I also have my rags, which I'm going to be using to clean, and some gloves. And I've seen some people clean their chains, and I guess, you know, maybe they might not use gloves, but I just don't want to get my hands dirty, so that's why I'm using gloves. Okay, so I also have a piece of cardboard right here. Now, being that I'm going to have to spray the chain cleaner on my chain, when I spray it, I don't want it to get everywhere, especially on like the rest of my bike, because that's not going to be fun to get off. So I have this piece of cardboard that I'm putting right here, just like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just as long as I, you know, don't get that mess everywhere in the back, it should be fine. Alright, so this is the cleanup chain cleaner, okay? And I do have my bike up on a stand, so it's easier for me to clean the chain as I turn my wheel, okay? Alright, so as you turn your back wheel, you're going to spray. It stinks. Alright, I think I got the whole chain. Now you can use a brush. I know they have brushes specifically for the chains, but I was a little bit lazy and I'm using a toothbrush. But I'm pretty sure it's going to work anyway. I know I've seen quite a few other people use brushes, and anything gentle is fine. You can either wipe it down with the rag or brush, but the brush definitely gets all the gunk out of there. And as I'm looking at my chain, there's quite a bit of gunk on there, which is not good. So here we go. And as you can tell, that cardboard piece in the back did catch a lot of the spray, which is really good, because otherwise it would have been all over my back pool area, and then it would have been something else for me to clean up. And this stuff really stinks, just so you guys know. I'm sure, you know, if you've cleaned your chain before and you've used chain cleaner, you definitely already know that. So I'm scrubbing it down as I turn my back wheel. And see, this is a good reason to have the gloves. See? Look how black that is. If you can see the toothbrush, it's really dirty. So my chain is pretty disgusting. Alright. And this stuff really smells. And also too, as I'm cleaning my chain, it is kicking up the cleaner and the dirt, so it's kind of spraying on my shoes and on my pants. So you definitely don't want to have anything nice on when you're doing this, because you are going to get dirty. Alright, there we go. Wow, my chain looks so much better already. That's crazy. My chain was definitely super dirty. Okay, so now I'm going to take a rag, you know, preferably a clean rag, and I'm going to wipe my chain down. Look at all that. Wipe it down. Get it dry before I put the lube on there. And wiping it down with the rag is going to get whatever excess dirt off of it, okay? So whatever didn't come off with you scrubbing it or rinsing it off will come off most likely on the rag. But look at this. I don't know if you can see my chain, but it's way cleaner than what it was. It looks much better. Okay. Wiping it down, getting it nice and clean. And this really does make a huge difference. I knew my chain was dirty, but I didn't realize how dirty it was until now. I'm gonna go through double time just to make sure I got all the grit and stuff off of there. There we go. And then there's the rag. Look at that. Not too bad. Okay, so here I've got my chain lube. I've already scrubbed off my chain. I've rinsed it off, and I even wiped it off with the rag, so there's no more grit, dirt on there, and it's dry. So you want to make sure that your chain is dry before you put your lube on, okay? I'm gonna shake it up. And if you get one of these and there's a little red stick here on the side, I've actually heard people say before, what is that? And it actually makes it much easier to spray your chain and you know, small places to get into just with this. It makes it much easier. I'm horrible at explaining stuff, but you guys get it. Okay, so as I spray the chain, I'm also going to turn my wheel, and as you can see, I still have my cardboard piece back here. So whatever I spray or put on the chain is not getting all over the back or on my pipe back there or anywhere else that it shouldn't be, okay? So, alright, I'm going to go through here, and once again, get my chain going by turning the back wheel. And spraying as I turn. Okay, I think I pretty much got the whole chain. Here we go. So just to make sure, I think I'm good. Alright, we're good. So I've lubed down the whole chain. I'm going to let it sit for a second. Okay, so I know there's different ways that you can lube your chain. Sometimes there's the actual, you know, the jelly kind of lube, which you could put on there. I decided not to go with that one. I went with the spray one. This one in particular says, for best results, shake the can well and apply on a warm chain while rotating the wheel, which is what I did, and allow a few minutes after application for full penetration. So I'm assuming that with this one, you don't have to wipe the chain down with the rag or anything. I'm just gonna kind of let it sit as is. If it does seem like it's dripping, you know, after like an hour or two, then I'll probably, you know, wipe it down just a tad bit if it seems like I just put way too much on there. But I'm assuming it should be fine. So I'm turning the wheel just to kind of make sure that everything looks lubed up pretty good, and it does. And that's pretty much it. That is how I clean my chain. Other people may clean their chains differently, but this is particularly how I do it. So I'm not an expert. I just clean my bike chain the way that I clean it. So this is it. So hope you guys liked the video. I hope it was helpful for some of you. Leave some comments down below if you have any questions. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but this is just what I do with my bike. And I hope everybody has a great day. And other than that, I'm just left to clean all of this up. And that's it. Ride safe, everyone.